PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
So according to Tamar Braxton's friend, Chrisean Rock punched Tamar's best friend James Wright in the face at Tamar's concert last night. Supposedly Chrisean Rock was drunk and came on stage while Tamar was singing Love and War, interrupting Tamar's song because Chrisean wanted to perform her song instead. And when Chrisean didn't get to perform her song, she made a big deal backstage, which resulted in this happening.
First of all, y'all see the video. She was up there, a drunk fool. So now Cardi took your man upset because she didn't get to perform. So then James is like, oh, it wasn't on purpose. Like, nobody tried to, like, shade you. We didn't know that you were supposed to sing. She like, lie again. And James like, no, nobody knew. And she hit James right in his face, chipped James' tooth. James' face is bloody. James is at the hospital right now because his nose will not stop bleeding. I want everybody to let Chrisean know, whoever she is and whatever she does, I'm coming for every coin she has.
Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at PushGapRadio.com.
PushGapRadio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com in Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth. Welcome to another edition of Shaka 401 in the main event with Jackie. Yo, what's the business?
Welcome, everybody.
What's going on? We was going on and on about this chick, Chrisean Rock, before we came on. And this chick just needs to get her act together, man. And it's just sad because, again, like I was saying, Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton ain't Tony, okay? And like you said, that's what helped her show, kick off, because nobody come see Tamar like they come to see Tony.
Right.
Okay, but please explain to the folk what we're talking about.
Now, with that, though, Tamar have a beautiful voice. So she definitely have the voice that she can put on performances like Tony, though. The quality and the caliber.
I'm just saying you didn't have the same caliber.
She don't have the same fan base as Tony. Yeah. Now, what we're talking about is here lately, for those that are really into social media and the know, Chrisean Rock and Blueface, her baby's father, are always
her baby dad
in the social media every single day, and she has a huge fan base.
Right.
And she started out on Zeus Network on Baddies, where she is on a reality show.
Right.
But she also calls herself being a rapper / singer, and she's very popular. Like I said, she has a huge fan base. Chrisean Rock. And so Tamar is going on a little tour right now. Mm-hmm. And she and Chrisean are both from Baltimore originally.
Right.
And
that's
Chrisean,
like Beyonce did with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes.
On her deal.
Exactly.
Right.
And Chrisean, most people either like her or they love her. She's very rough around the edges. She was the baby out of 12 children.
Right,
and apparently, apparently her mom wasn't like what the type of mom that she should have been to her. I guess after having that many children or whatever. Mama was tired. And so Chrisean is where she is very religious and into the Bible and all that, but she's just as rough around the edges where she fights a lot.
You're a hypocrite.
She fight all the time. Her and Blue's other baby mama have fought. Right. Chrisean got her tooth knocked out. And so depending on what day it is, she may have this front tooth in or she may not have it in. That has become her signature.
Right.
But she's very, very, very raw. And so a lot of these industry women have been trying to take her under their wings because Blue is a total asshole. Yeah. And he just mistreats both girls, plays them back and forth, mess with tons of other women. I mean, just horrible. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of these women feel sorry for her because she's a new mom, just had a baby in September. And they try to take her under their wings. So Tamar invited her to her show. Tamar's best friend has since come out with the video.
Right.
And he states that none of them, besides Tamar, knew that Chrisean was invited to the show.
Mm-hmm. And who invited her? Tamar?
Tamar invited her.
Right.
But there have since come out, someone posted like text message receipts where Chrisean was on her way, because he was like, she showed up with 1,000 people, drunk, smelling like weed, being loud, and was just,
disrespectful.
Yeah, just being very disrespectful. And he's saying that he worked very hard in putting Tamar's show together, and that he is the one that organized everything. And he's saying that there was no way that she was supposed to perform, because they didn't even know that she was a performer that way. They only knew her from Zeus.
And we're about to let you check that out right now.
And when Chrisean didn't get to perform her song, she made a big deal backstage, which resulted in this happening.
First of all, y'all see the video. She was up there a drunk fool. So now Cardi took your man upset because she didn't get to perform. So she storms in Tamar's dressing room with 1,000 people. Okay? And everybody's like, nobody knew you were supposed to perform a song. We didn't even know that you made music. We thought you was on Zeus. So then James is like, oh, it wasn't on purpose. Like, nobody tried to, like, shade you. We didn't know that you were supposed to sing. She like, lie again. And James like, no, nobody knew. And she hit James right in his face, chipped James' tooth. James' face is bloody. James is at the hospital right now because his nose will not stop bleeding.
Chrisean Rock, after the incident, posted a video of her hand on IG, clearly unbalded.
So I want everybody to let Chrisean know, whoever she is and whatever she does, I'm coming for every coin she has.
So yeah, he said, he didn't know.
Yeah, and then, Tamar sung Love and War, which is one of her very, very nice love songs.
Right.
Chrisean was up there all around her, acting like a drunk fool. She's
like a
dancing.
crackhead.
She's dancing, and she's just, it was just very out of place during this song.
Right.
She was back there messing with one of Tamar's background singers. She kept
rubbing
touching
all
on
over
the
her
lady,
body.
kept trying to hug the lady, rubbing on her neck and doing all this stuff. And the lady kept moving Chrisean's hands, and you could tell that she was looking at her, telling her to stop touching her. But I guess in her state of mind, she just kept doing it.
Yeah.
It was just really embarrassing the way that she carried herself, instead of learning some things from Tamar on how to be a performer.
These youngsters ain't trying to learn nothing, man. They just think what they do is what's happening right now. And in entertainment, that's why they have the A&R department. So when you come in, you're groomed to be a performer, how you act out in public, and all this stuff is scripted and already laid out long before you was born, long before you got here.
Right.
And just the way she was backstage when I was watching the video with you. And like you said, when she was on stage touching all on the background singer, this, that, and the third, and the woman trying to tell her, crackhead, chill out.
Right.
Okay. Learn something from a professional.
Right.
And they just don't get it.
Well, one of Tamar's really good friends, James, is also one of her backup singers.
Right.
They were all in Tamar's dressing room after the show was over. They say that Chrisean rushed into Tamar's dressing room with her entourage, and she was demanding. She was very, very upset because she did not get to perform her song. And she was just livid. And so she was just going off really bad. And James stepped up.
But old boy said he didn't know she was supposed to perform.
Exactly. He's saying that she was not supposed to perform because he's the one that put it together. But Tamar again invited her, apparently. So Chrisean is saying that she spoke and dealt strictly with Tamar.
Right.
So Tamar is the one that they need to ask about her performing, because
and
Tamar.
Then how come Tamar didn't run that by her people? If you got people who are in charge of your management and handling your show and set design, this, that, and the third, why wouldn't you, if you invited someone, another celebrity like that?
And the social media sleuths, they're saying that this best friend of Tamar's actually was just trying to get clout.
James.
No, not James. The other guy that did the video, her best friend.
Oh, yeah.
He was the one that was doing all the talking that came out and did the video. And people are saying that he was using that for clout because Tamar's little tour is not getting as much recognition as they wanted, and
Right.
it's not selling out like they wanted. And
Because
they
you
know
ain't Tony.
that when it comes with Chrisean comes social media, comes clout, comes the fans,
Trying to get that
comes
audience.
everybody. Because whenever she goes live, she have like 100,000 views or whatever at the time. So she's very, very popular.
Right.
But she was so upset. So James tried to de-escalate the issue and let her know that, no, we didn't know that you were performing. We didn't even know that you were a performer.
Right.
We only know you from Zeus. And she told him, lie again. And so,
Man.
he again tried to, tell her, we really honestly didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, when he said that again, they said she popped him so hard in the face that it broke one of his teeth, and then his nose started bleeding so bad that he had to go seek medical attention.
Right.
He's come out with a short video. He didn't really come out and say that she hit him, and he was not visibly on camera. You could just hear his voice and see his ceiling in his room.
And we'll put that up right here.
This entire situation with Chrisean Rock allegedly punching James in the face last night. Well, Chrisean and James have finally spoke out regarding this. We had LaTroy, the whole situation on blast this morning with the fucking Instagram video on his live. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put what James said in regard to Chrisean punching him in the face right here.
So let me just tell y'all this, because everybody want to tell stories and tell their versions and they side of the stories and blah, blah, blah. I was an innocent bystander. You still got to keep joy in stuff. So I don't know what be wrong with people. All I did was went to work, child. I went to work and did my job and cancel work today. I had work today. I had 2 jobs. I had to sing today and I had to cater. And I had to cancel both of them, okay? And cash at me because I missed my job today. So somebody owe me. Y'all don't. Child, I'm an independent contractor. I need cash apps. I missed out on work today. Cash app is pinned. Sorry. I still got jokes. Let me tell you what ain't nobody gonna do. Ain't nobody gonna take my joy. Ain't nobody gonna take my praise. Ain't nobody gonna take my worship. And let me tell you the crazy thing in this whole situation. Y'all should see my fucking face. And I still got joy.
Now that.
So yeah, they said.
So as you see,
he probably didn't want to become a meme.
Right. So as you see, he said, you should see my face. So in a way, that's acknowledging that she did hit him. And so, some people are saying that she needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
That she should be brought up on charges because you need to learn to keep your hands to yourself.
Some of the comments that were made said that Chrisean Rock needs to be held accountable for her behavior, and it is unacceptable for her to be going around like a raving drunk, acting a fool in any setting that she's in. Someone else said that it's completely unprofessional. She's unhinged and needs to be stopped. The support and grace that people give to her is baffling. She definitely needs to have a seat and reevaluate her behavior. Someone else said it's so embarrassing. Used to feel bad for Chrisean, but she has taken advantage of genuine love and support that the people have had for her. She has an excuse for everything and doesn't hold herself accountable for anything and needs to grow up. She's 23 years old.
She's 23, yeah. And her and Blue are known for fighting.
Yeah.
He just recently got charged with attempted murder where he shot a guy in Las Vegas, and he ended up, the judge have made him like I talked about a few weeks ago, he has to pay $13 million to the club owner of the club where he shot this guy at for having to close his club down. So they're both just very, very violent.
And people need to stop glorifying the behavior.
Yes, and so is Jaden. And Jaden is a mother of 2. Now Chrisean is a mother of 1. And they are here fighting over this man that have told the whole world that he will never be faithful to a woman.
Yeah.
And her baby, like I said, he's 3 months. She needs to be learning how to take care of her baby. She don't really know how to hold him.
Because you said that her and old boy living like ballers while the baby running around in a Dollar Tree stroller.
The other one, Jaden. Yes, yeah. Jaden and Blue are living like ballers, dressed in Gucci from head to toe and Rolls Royce, and he bought her a G-Wagon recently and all that stuff, when their kid is sleeping in this car bed that doesn't have a mattress. It's just a pallet. The child have no furniture in his room, nothing that you would have for a child. The baby in a $5 Walmart stroller and stuff. Now Chrisean, on the other hand, Chrisean don't play when it comes to spending on her baby, and she just had this baby in September.
Right.
She just recently flashed this pacifier, this gold and diamond pacifier that she paid $40,000 for.
Stupid.
For this baby. And she said that even though he can't walk and talk, he have his $40,000 pacifier that she done put around his neck. And she said that that's the same day that she bought the necklace for him, she also deposited $500,000 into his own bank account.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now, one thing about her, she may be crazy, but she takes care of her nieces and nephews, and she takes care of her baby. They had a video about 2 weeks ago with her in, I think it was Target. Her and her people had about 7, 8, 9, 10 baskets full of toys. I mean, they were like overflowing with toys.
Yeah.
She bought all of that stuff for her nieces and her nephews and gave it to them now. She didn't wait until Christmas. So one thing about her, she in that instance, on the one hand, she's great. I mean, she reads the Bible to her baby every day and stuff like that. And she's very calm.
Reading the damn Bible and then acting an ass like that.
But as wild as she is out in the streets, she's total opposite with the kids, with the baby and her kids.
If you're up to date on what's going on with Tamar Braxton and the Chrisean Rock situation, let us know down in the comments. What do you think? What is your insights on the behavior, on just assaulting this guy? Because if he'd have laid hands on her, now y'all have been singing a different damn story. But you put yourself in that situation. You say a man shouldn't hit a woman, but a woman shouldn't be hitting on a man.
This is true.
All men aren't going to put up with that.
This is true.
Somebody going to lay that pimp hand down.
This is
that's
true.
what that is. So let us know in the comments what you think. You were telling me about the riverboat captain for the...
We got an update on this. The Alabama Riverfront Brawl. And this time it's the captain who could be facing charges. Who can forget Damian Pickett? He's the guy in the white shirt, the co-captain involved in that Alabama Riverfront Brawl. It was him and a bunch of people involved in that fight. Even police initially considered him to be a victim. According to some court documents that ABC News got their hands on, one of the white boaters is now accusing Pickens of assault, basically saying that he threw the first punch. And according to this, Pickett is scheduled to be in court on November 21st for misdemeanor assault charges. You can imagine some people on social media just aren't buying it, well, because of the video.
The guy who threw the hat in the air for things that went down over there in, what was that, Arkansas?
No, that was in Mississippi.
In Mississippi, yeah.
Yes. Now, that's a sad,